Hello, my prayer Bible friends. Welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to be doing the third installment of our Overwhelmed with a Prayer Bible series. For those of you that made a prayer Bible and it's just too hard for you to use, or you can't make a prayer Bible, but you want to have one. So this video is for you. In this video, we're going to do the third part of it, where we're going to be making it in either a disc-bound system, small disc-bound system, or a notebook, 6-ring binder kind of system. If you're new around here, my name is Brandy Reed and I'm with 3 Nail Faith, where I create digital planners, digital stickers, digital devotionals, prayer Bibles, and prayer Bible supplies. If you like this kind of video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a single video. Let's get to working on this. Okay, so we are going to do a A5 size. This is an A5 size notebook one, and then I also made an A5 size disc-bound version. Now this was fun. This is the system that I'm using, and I went ahead and already have done it because I was just so excited to do this. So let me show you how I did this. First off, I'm going to start with the simple fact that all 40 topics did not fit in this one, and I was super sad about that. The binder that I got was not a 1-inch rings. It was, I believe it was 0.78. And I may go and find a 1-inch ring. I'm not even sure if all of it will fit even in a 1-inch ring. The reason being that I made cardstock for my dividers. So I think that added extra bulk to this, so it wasn't able to hold as much. But let's go in and how I did this. I'm going to start by telling you how I made this, because it's actually kind of funny. I took a plastic folder, one of the plastic folders, and as you can see, cut it up into 8.5 by 6.5. And so 8.5 by 6.5, and that gave me my folder. I then used, because it's smaller, I couldn't, this is well, no, not this one. Sorry. For my disc bound, I used the disc bound hole punch and just made it small enough to fit this. So then I punched holes in my dividers and my things. For this is for like some of the carryovers that I don't necessarily, and it was okay because I don't pray for every single topic all the time. Some of these topics I just have mainly for reference, where if I need something for strength, I can go, okay, these are my scriptures for strength. This is my scriptures for purpose. So I don't always pray every single thing. But this system could easily be done with, again, these 1.5-inch binder, or not binder, disc-bound system, because this is, as you can see, much smaller. If you use the 1.5, I'm sure all of this would fit with the 1.5. Yeah, it looks like it would really fit with the 1.5, or maybe the 2. Either way. But that would be how you would make your cover easily. And then I'm going to show you about these in just a second. So part of the, again, that was 8.5 by 6.5 is what that cutout was. Get that out of the way. Okay, so to make these, of course, I needed some special tabs. So, of course, I made them for the Enhanced Pack. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tabs all the way down. So you have your lines. You can cut it out. I used a paper cutter and, cut around and then stopped and used a paper cutter and then just used the scissors to cut this part. And so this is, my dividers. And of course, and this is in part of the Enhanced Pack. The Enhanced Pack is $9 if you don't have it already, and it comes with everything for the prayer Bibles that you could imagine. And then all of the pages for the daily, every single topic for the 20 topics, sorry, for the 40 topics, all have our lines where we can cut out for our scriptures. And I didn't even pull that out yet. Again, the topics and verses are available. There's 20 of them available for free for the the free version, and then there's 40 available topics and verses for the paid enhanced pack, which again is just $9, so super, super affordable. All right, so our first step to making this is you're going to need to cut out all of the, this is very important. You don't want to cut out, you want to cut out all of these first so that you have however many that you're going to need. Backtrack. First step you want to do is cut these out and just make a list of which order you want them to be in. I liked cutting them out so that way I could lay them all out and put them in order that I wanted. So like my daily prayers always first, of how I want to pray. That's very important. You want to put these in not just any order, but in an order that you want to make sure you're praying. So that way as you're flipping, you're praying in that order, if that makes sense. Okay, so we're gonna put them in order. Then there's a few that I recommend you put in. I put in a vision board in my prayer Bible, and the reason I did that is because I believe that it's very important to talk to God about your visions, about your goals, your dreams, things, and have him be able to talk to you about what he thinks and sees for your life. So that way you're in communication together with him, so that way things can move in your life. Well, I'll show you that page in a minute. And then I have a page for each of my family members. And I think that's very important, and I'll show you those in a minute. And then we go back into putting our scriptures in order. Now, I was only able to get 30 in here because, again, the smaller binders. So the extra overflow went into that smaller, this smaller one here. Okay, then the very last page on here is an answered prayer section. And I want to make sure you put one of these in your binder as well. And we'll talk about that in just a minute. Okay, so we got that in done. So we know how many we're wanting to put in here. So if it's 30, you want to make sure you do, 6 sets of these. So that you have 30 of these. You're going to cut all of these out first. Do not be cutting these out yet because we need this. You need to make sure you keep your tops together so you know which topic goes in which section. Okay, so cut all of these out. And then what we're going to do is we're going to start writing as we go through. So our daily prayer is our first one. So we write daily prayer, and then we cut out our daily prayer sheets. There is a sheet for every single one of the topics. If you print it out, you can print it out front to back. And if there is not a back, it's going to print out blank, so that way it doesn't mess up into your next section. So we have, daily prayer. Now, for me, I make sure that the Lord's Prayer is first, so that's why it is out of order. Plus, some of these are going to be out of order of the Bible because they didn't fit on the pages, and I was trying to conserve pages to do this. So my next one is gratitude. So I have some gratitudes that I write or that I pray every day. Forgiveness. Okay, here's my vision. So vision, this is my word of the year and my verse of the year. Then I go into things that I'm praying for, to ask God for, that I would like. Things that I am believing God will help me with. My son needs a truck. I'm always praying over my family, my marriage, some things for business, my health. I always want God-sized dreams, financial. This is my home, and because in 2027 I want to move to a different city in the state, I made a for sale sign and put sold on it. And then this is a house in the town that would like to move into, and that I liked the outside of it, and I put a for sale sign on it so that I can purchase it in 2027. So that's what I'm believing and praying for. Let's see. I'll go with my son's. Okay, so I have a picture of my family member. This is my son's page. So I have a picture of him so that I can pray over him. And then I have some specific verses that I pray over him. Now, say that there was something that I needed to pray specifically for him, like pray that he has a good school year, we'll say. I would take one of these little tabs that I had cut off and put in the, I keep these ready and willing, or ready for me. I may have some of those size. I may have some of these bigger size for bigger prayers. And then I just stick it right here, and maybe good school year. Now that would be something that I would pray all year for him, but maybe that's something, a health reason or something like that. Once I've seen that prayer get answered, I take that prayer off, and I'm going to take it and put it into my answered prayer section. And these are all prayers that have been answered since I started working with this book. So that's what I would do. I should have stuck it back there. You know, stick it back there, and that way I can see prayers that have been answered and know that, yes, my prayers are being answered by God. And I think that's very important to see. Because sometimes as we're praying, we think that our prayers aren't being heard or aren't being answered, and that's can be discouraging sometimes. So to see have that answered prayer section, it's very encouraging to see. Yeah, to see that. Oh, I don't think I showed you, or maybe I did, but this is the special hole punch you would need. It's a 6 punch hole punch that you would need to punch these. And yeah, I think I went through this one really quickly because I'm excited because this is the one that I'm going to be using, I think, for a little while. I really like this style. At first, I was asked to make these kind of videos because people were getting overwhelmed by all of the tabs and flipping through, and just, not that I think this is hard, but some people were just getting a little bit overwhelmed with it, and they wanted a smaller, a little bit easier system of that. So that's how I created this. I hope you enjoyed this video. This was the end of the 3-part series. We did a binder, we did some spiral notebooks, and now this one here. If you have any questions, make sure you leave them below. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any videos. And I hope you have a wonderfully blessed day. Bye-bye.